African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. On the progress of the special military operation on the 26th of July, 2024. From July 20th to July 26th of this year, the armed forces of the Russian Federation carried out 33 group strikes with high-precision weapons and attack unmanned aerial vehicles, as a result of which the following were hit: enterprises of the military-industrial complex of Ukraine for the production of gunpowder, production and repair of armored vehicles, and the energy infrastructure facilities that provided them. In addition, UAV assembly shops, ammunition depots, and missile and artillery weapons, military trains with equipment and personnel of the armed forces of Ukraine, as well as temporary deployment points for foreign mercenaries were hit. Within a week, 63 Ukrainian military personnel surrendered on the line of contact, of which 27 were in the zone of responsibility of the Dnieper Group of Troops. During the week, units of the North Group of Troops improved the tactical position and defeated the manpower and equipment of 2 mechanized, motorized infantry and assault brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, 2 brigades of Marines, 3 brigades of terrorist defense, and a formation of the National Guard. 21 enemy counterattacks were repelled. The losses of the Ukrainian armed forces amounted to up to 1,385 military personnel, 5 U.S.-made Bradley infantry fighting vehicles, and 24 vehicles. In addition, within a week, 2 Croatian-made RAK-SA-12 multiple launch rocket system launchers, 23 field artillery guns, including 5 U.S.-made M777 howitzers, as well as 3 field ammunition depots were hit. Units of the West Group of Troops, as a result of successful actions, liberated the settlements of Rozovka in the Lugansk People's Republic, Peskanoy Nizhny in the Kharkov region, and occupied more advantageous lines and positions. They defeated formations of 6 brigades of the Ukrainian armed forces, as well as 3 formations of military defense. Over the course of a week, 9 counterattacks by enemy assault groups were repelled. The Ukrainian armed forces lost up to 3,640 military personnel, 4 tanks, including a Leopard made in Germany, 10 armored combat vehicles, of which 4 M113 armored personnel carriers made in the United States, and 68 cars. During the counter-battery battle over the course of a week, 36 field artillery pieces were hit, including 9 Western-made self-propelled artillery mounts and 155 mm howitzers. 8 electronic and counter-battery warfare stations, as well as 21 field ammunition depots, were destroyed. As a result of the active actions of the units of the Southern Group of Troops, the settlement of Ivano-Derievka of the Donetsk People's Republic was liberated and the situation along the front line was improved. The manpower and equipment of 5 mechanized, 2 airmobile, and 4 assault brigades of the Ukrainian armed forces were defeated. 6 enemy counterattacks were repelled. The Ukrainian armed forces lost up to 4,640 military personnel, 6 tanks, 23 armored fighting vehicles, including 2 U.S.-made M113 armored personnel carriers, and 44 vehicles. In addition, during the counter-battery fight, 64 field artillery guns were hit, of which 37 were Western production, 12 electronic and counter-battery warfare stations, as well as 13 field ammunition depots. Units of the Center Group of Troops improved their tactical position during the week. The formations of 8 formations of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, 2 defensive brigades, and the Light Assault Brigade of the National Police of Ukraine were defeated. They repelled 42 counterattacks by Ukrainian Armed Forces assault groups. Over the course of a week, enemy losses in this direction amounted to 2,525 military personnel, 5 tanks, including 2 U.S.-made Abrams, 10 armored combat vehicles, 24 vehicles, 30 field artillery pieces, and 9 field ammunition depots. Units of the Vostok Group of forces occupied more advantageous positions and defeated the manpower and equipment of 2 brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, 2 formations of the military defense, as well as 2 brigades of the National Guard. As a result of the group's actions, the enemy lost up to 835 military personnel, 2 tanks, 30 vehicles, 23 field artillery pieces in a week, of which 12 howitzers and 155 mm self-propelled artillery units were produced in NATO countries, as well as 6 electronic warfare stations. Within a week, units of the Dnieper Group of troops defeated the formations of the mechanized, infantry, mountain assault brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, a Marine brigade, 3 terrorist defense brigades, and a National Guard brigade. Enemy losses amounted to up to 800 military personnel, a tank, 5 armored combat vehicles, and 47 vehicles. In addition, during the counter-battery fight, 18 field artillery guns were hit, including 5 US-made M777 howitzers, 6 electronic warfare stations, and 6 field ammunition depots. Operational tactical aviation, unmanned aerial vehicles, missile forces, and artillery of military groups destroyed 2 launchers of the US-made HIMARS multiple launch rocket system, 7 combat vehicles of the GRAD multiple launch rocket system, 2 launchers with an AN/MPQ-65 radar station US-made Patriot anti-aircraft missile system, 2 launchers of the S-300 anti-aircraft missile system, as well as mobile radar stations for detecting and tracking air targets ST-68 and P-18. During the week, air defense systems shot down a Mi-8 helicopter of the Ukrainian Air Force, 10 tactical Adams missiles made in the USA, 2 tactical Tochka-U missiles, 9 Hammer-guided bombs made in France, 36 HIMARS missiles made in the USA, as well as 623 unmanned aerial vehicles. In total, since the beginning of the special military operation, the following have been destroyed: 630 aircraft, 278 helicopters, 28,464 unmanned aerial vehicles, 556 anti-aircraft missile systems, 16,684 tanks and other armored combat vehicles, 1,390 combat vehicles of multiple launch rocket systems, 12,416 field artillery guns and mortars, 24,086 units of special military vehicles. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.